dilated capillaries. So that if there would be dilatation of the venules and capillaries, there would be, sabi natin sa inflammation, usually, nagkakaroon ng gap junction, di ba, in endothelial cells? Because the vessel is dilated, either by pus mechanism, then the interendothelial gap junction would get up. So, magkakaroon ka ng gap that's bigger. And this would be the site wherein fluid would be going out from the vessel into the interstitial spaces. Okay? That's why fluid are now present within the interstitial area, within the alveolar walls. Subsequently, if the alveolar walls cannot accumulate the fluid, it goes out into the alveolar spaces. So this pink material here, is the pink material are actually edema fluid flooding out, okay, the alveolar spaces. But originally, it's coming from the blood vessel. But because of massive congestion, okay, then the fluid goes out of the congested blood vessel, whether it's a venule or a capillary, goes to interstitial spaces initially, then it floods the alveolar spaces. So that if you look at the alveoli, the other alveolar spaces, it is filled with pink homogeneous fluid, that is the edema fluid. Okay? In some instances, when there is increased pressure of the capillaries and the venules, some of these venules or capillaries may actually rupture. Okay? So that if you look at this area of the lung, there is now extravasated or extravasation of red blood cells. And all these hemorrhages. Okay? Extravasation of this fluid, okay, together with the red blood cell, particularly the red blood cell, it is associated with rupture of the blood vessel. So when the blood vessel ruptures, it's not only the fluid would go out, but primarily even the red blood cell will go out. So that if there is extravasation of the red blood cell into the interstitial spaces, then there is called condition hemorrhages. So in the first in the lungs, we call this pulmonary hemorrhage associated with pulmonary edema. First, the hemoglobin pigment inside the red blood cells that are extravasated would be engulfed by alveolar macrophages, so that if you try to look in this slide, there would be areas that you may appreciate presence of this brown pigment, the hemosiderin-laden macrophages, or the called as heart failure cells. Why called heart failure cells? Because the etiology most commonly is a hemodynamic form of edema, failure of the left ventricle, leading to dumping of blood into the lungs. At tinatawag natin siyang heart failure cells. Okay, so we will try to quantify the portion. So you can appreciate the portion as an area where you appreciate the presence of brown pigment, okay, inside the macrophages. So these are the heart failure cells. Yeah. Or in other areas, mas light stain, okay, brown. Okay. So brown pigment, or hemosiderin-laden, or hemosiderin pigment inside the macrophages. When you see black pigments, those are anthracotic pigment, carbon pigments. So anthracotic pigments, black pigments, yeah, black pigments, anthracotic pigments. The others, the brown or the hemosiderin, yeah, brown. Hemosiderin pigments. Okay? Yeah, brown, hemosiderin pigments. So this fluid would repair now the exchange of gases, particularly oxygen and carbon dioxide, so that these patients would now present with difficult of breathing, and subsequently they may actually die because of this massive edema. The patients can die because of this massive pulmonary edema. Okay, any question for pulmonary edema? Let's proceed next.